Hi guys, MrReign here, and welcome to my ultimate tutorial on Pirates of the Caribbean Tides of War. This has been a long time in the waiting and a long time in the making as well. It's taken me a good couple of months, even over or just under a year, to create the video because it does keep changing. I'm just going to give you a quick introduction of what this is going to be. I'm going to go through every single building menu, every single icon you see on the screen, absolutely everything that you're able to do in this game, I'm going to cover. And if you check in the description, guys, you're going to find shortcuts to all of these. It is a mammoth amount of stuff down there and a mammoth amount of work put into it. So if you wouldn't mind, guys, pretty please smash that like button for me. It really helps the channel, and it's nice to know that the work is appreciated. And I will be starting a Discord group, so if you want to join that, you can email me, and it's a good place to share pictures and talk about the game as well. It's so easy to share pictures through that, so that's why I like using Discord. And lastly, before we get started, I'm using the LD player on the PC to record this, and I haven't been able to find a good emulator. Facebook Game Room, I'm not a fan of Facebook, but the Facebook Game Room was amazing, smooth, no staggering, no stuttering, nothing. The LD player, as you will see in the recordings here, it staggers and it jumps around and it lags, and it's just terrible. I try not to use the PC anymore. I try and use my phone and tablet when I can, but when it comes to recording, this is going to be the easiest way to do it. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get into this. Alright guys, we are going to kick things off with the Caribbean Pass because it is the final day of Season 32. And I've waited this long just so each of the missions are there and we can go through each of the tasks that need to be done. So if you look up here, you're going to have the rewards, and this is going to be the level you have. And this is the gold pass on the left, so if you've bought it, then you'll get these rewards. And on the right hand side over here are the free rewards if you just happen to do it on your own sim. So let's crack on with some of these missions. Now, the daily ones that happen to be today is Plunder 9k from Notorious Pirates. Now you can say go, but it kind of just leaves you right there. And as you can see, this is where the lag comes in. I'm not going to mention it all the time, but as you can see, it's so terrible. Anyway, if you go down to here and go to explore, then over here you can select, we'll be getting into this a bit later as well, but over here you can go to Notorious Pirates, and you can select whatever level that you want. Let's go and have a look for an S4. So you can just plunk yourself down here, and you attack it 2 or 3 times, and you'll have that task done and dusted. I'm not going to do it now because I have my shield on a rigorous timeline, which I will explain a bit later as well. So let's go back to the Caribbean Pass. Next mission is going to be complete 5 world expeditions. And again, this is something I'm going to be doing in a later part of this video, explaining exactly what it is. But you come down here to the Lighthouse and you go to World Expedition. Now, as you can see, I'm level 25. And 60 of 70 tasks done. So if I do these 3, that's going to go to 63 and so on. Then you can do refresh and that's fine. Now, if you click on a lot of these, they'll say down here that you've investigated it already. It's because in the past in your game, you've actually visited a level 6 island or tile, if you will, resource island, and it's going to say investigated. But if you still go there, go to the island, into the island for 2 seconds and then tell it to return, you will get another notch on your belt. The other ones here are going to be just attacking monsters and attacking merchant ships, and this is how you're going to increase your world expedition, and that's how you do the world expeditions. Okay, moving on. Next mission is going to be sell tier 3 or higher equipment 5 times. That's pretty straightforward. All you have to do is go to your equipment, and if you see the way I look at it here, each of these sets have 6, 4, 5, 6. So over here, if there's anything over here, I know I've got an extra one when I go down. So over here is all fine, all fine, all fine. And then normally at the bottom over here, this is when I craft them and then sell them. So we can sell tier 3 right there. And we can sell another one. Another one. And then if you want to build one to sell, if you don't have any, you just got to go to your crafting area. You're going to go all the way up to the level 1. And then I just try and find one that has the most gear. 79 of 1, that's a good one to do. And then you go item speed up, and when you click on that, it's going to be tier 1. Obviously for the video it would be that, but then you just go to upgrade. It doesn't use a lot of souls of blacksmith, only 19 a pop. Tier 2, so we have to go one more time, well, hopefully one more time. There we go, we need a 3rd time. Tier 3, and that's how you do that. And I do need one more, so I might as well do that now, and I'll skip ahead. And look at that, common gloves tier 6. So we're going to move to the inventory, and right over here we're going to have the 2 that we just created. So we're going to sell that one and sell that one. And then bang, getting rid of antiques. Then we're going to go back over here. We're going to click on what we've just done, and we're going to get our rewards. 155, it's the highest I've ever been. I'm currently experiencing a bug in the game where my world boss does not... Oh, I'll get into that into a second. Then we can go to the rewards down here, and we can receive the rewards. Go back to the mission. Over here, you can get your pass point fragment, and that is going to increase your level the next time you buy the Caribbean Pass. So you can only use these on next season. It'll jump you up a couple of levels, or probably more than a couple. Moving down here again. Okay, so here we go. We have the same one, Plunder from Notorious Pirates. Play dice game. So the dice game is going to be... Well, where am I? We're going to go over here. Go to the dice game, and all you have to do, you can hold the button down on this. Now this is a daily mission. I do it every day, 30 times for the daily pass, and then for the Caribbean Pass it's going to be a different amount, which we've done already. Okay, so we're going to come back over here to the daily mission. The last one is defeat 10 EITC ships, attacking your gate. This will come El Natural. There's not one over here now, but I need one more ship, and that's going to complete the daily tasks for me, lemon squeezy. Okay, let's go on to the weekly missions now. Hunt level 90, 29 or above monsters, that's straightforward, just hunt them. Upgrade tacticians, straightforward as well. Share city port information. For that, we're going to head to our inventory down here. We're going to scroll down to these over here. Let's just do one for the video. We're going to do that. Normally you have to do that twice if you want to do 10. Then we're going to come down to the menu down here at the bottom. We're going to scroll all the way down to Alliance Trade Info right there. And then we're just going to go post. And that is how you share port information. Okay, let's continue on to the next one. So we're on the weekly missions. Weekly mission 1. What else we got here? 40 expeditions. I've explained that already. So that's going to be quite a big one. But you have a month to do it, so it doesn't really matter. Defeat EITC ships again. Straightforward. I've shown you that already. And obtain level 7 tier 4 or better equipment by upgrading. So if you want to do that, you're going to have to craft something that is less than tier 4. So if you want a tier 7, let's go through the motions. Craft. I'm going to go back. So right over here, level 7 is the greenhorn. And what you want to do is craft something. Let's craft that. And what level is it? It's tier 3. Now you have to keep upgrading this. We'll go to move it to inventory. We're going to upgrade this sucker. And it has to be upgraded. So if you craft a level 4 straight off the bat, it's not going to work. You have to be tier 3, 2 or 1 and then upgrade it to tier 4 to actually get that. Now I've already got it, so that's not going to show as completed. Okay, next one. That is the last one, is it? Yes, it is. So week 2. Again, plunder from Notorious Pirates. We've done that already. And pillage from EITC. That's going to be different than Notorious Pirates. So again, we're going to go down to our lighthouse. We're going to go explore, John, not that one. We're going to go explore. We're going to change this to EITC, and then we can launch to any one of them. Another way to do this is to go to the C map over here, down in this corner, and now you can see it's lagging. The button's not working, but there we go, C map. And if you look around, you're going to get these dots, the red dots. Those are EITC. Now those are the ones that are going to be watched. You know, people are going to be hunting, waiting for you to come over here so they can destroy you while you're actually farming. And there are occasions where in the middle of absolutely nowhere, you'll find 3 EITC bases that aren't actually on the world map. And that's kind of where you want to go rally the EITC with your team members or your alliance members to get that one done and dusted. Okay, let's see what is next. So we've done the whole of that one. Week 2. Here we go. Craft a level 28 tier 4, so that's the same thing, but this has to be level 28. So the first one was tier 7, oh sorry, level 7. Now this is level 28. So you want to go straight to your crafting again. We're going to go craft, and you have to select level 28 or above. So you're going to go all the way down. There, 28 starts there. It's the same thing as before, but this time you're crafting a level 28. It's going to cost a bit more to upgrade. Righty on. What else do we have here? Wake up lazy sailors. So for this, they've changed it now. Now the lazy sailors are shown like this, whereas before you'd have to zoom in on your boat and actually find the sailors. Here, if you look over here, it says a total of 2. This means the second you see one of them, then you just use 1. If that down here said 3, you want to search for 2 that are the same, and then use that because you could potentially actually get upgrade points over here. And that's something new they've changed, which is really, really good, because normally with this, you can only get these points through research. So at the moment over here, if you look at one of my other ships, I've got 6,200, but I can't use it anywhere because they're all maxed out. So I've got to upgrade my ship more, and then I'll be able to use it after that. But waking up lazy sailors does give you those upgrade points now, which is just fantastic, really. Okay, moving on. Let's go. We're still on week 2, are we? Wake up sailors. Okay, here we go. Wait, let's make sure I've done all that. I purchased from the market 50 times and collect 600,000 resources. That's easy enough. So purchase from the market is just going to be right over here. Barter. And at first I didn't really enjoy the new market layout because the prices are a bit weird, and I will never spend any gold on this kind of resource. I just don't do it. It's a waste. I will spend wood and silver buying these, but over here you'll have a certain amount of times you can refresh it, and you can purchase your options right there. The VIP, depending on your level of VIP, will depend on what they're going to show you over here, what you can actually buy. And again, the food is normally what's lacking, so I wouldn't spend that amount of money on 50k or 100k, or it's times 5, so 250k experience. You can get that in hunting 5 or 6 monsters. The battle shop over here is going to be, I've only got 30,000, so this is going to be from the server wars, which is not something I've delved a lot into at the moment, but I will when my ships are more upgraded. These points over here, I'm feeling I want to save, because if you look further down, you can get 100 premium ship blueprints as well, and that's going to be massive. The blueprints are the hardest thing to come by when you're below level S2 before you can actually craft them. So yeah, I'm saving these, and these talismans as well are also new. But you have to collect 100 of them to actually get anything like this game. A couple of other things down here. Logbook, again, that's a gift to a tactician. So you can have a look at that shop at your own leisure. Okay, so we've done week 3 now, have we? No, we haven't. We're on week 3 now. So raid monster hunt. Take part in level 9 or above raid monster 5 times. So what this is, if you're going to head out to the open map, I'm not even going to mention, I want to take that. That's a bonus monster. We'll just get that while we wait. So to do the raid monster, what you want to do is go to your inventory, and you're going to head over here. And if you say use this, it's going to summon a monster at your will. And it says level 5 and above, so you need to summon a level 5 or above monster right over there. Plonk him down, and then your alliance members are going to come running because they'll get notified that you're actually starting that. But that is how you do that. Let's see what's next. No, not daily mission. We're going to go weekly 3. So attack Mermaid Island. Okay, this is one I've had a lot of questions about as well. We're going to head out and about. Now, if you click on your fortress and go Alliance Skills, you're going to head all the way down here, Mermaid Island Conquest. You select that, then the camera is going to teleport you to a close Mermaid Island. Then you move your ships over there, and then bang, you can start attacking it. Now, there is something you should do with the Alliance Mermaid Conquest, and that is your pirates get injured so much. You'll have thousands and thousands of injured pirates. What I like to do is go to every single boat. What you want to do here is remove all of your pirates completely, leaving only maybe 100, 150. I'll try and do 100 on every ship. Now I'll remove all of these as well. So leave 100 guys on each of your ships, on the 5 ships that you're going to be using all the time, and even the other ships as well, because you want to send off as many as you can, because most of the time Caribbean Pass is going to be attacking the conquest a couple of times or 10 times, so you want to get as many attacks in as possible. So only leaving 100 sailors on each one of these ships is going to greatly reduce your injury cost. Now obviously you won't do as much damage, but the aim here is just to get your 10 attacks in to complete that particular request or that task. Okay. Attack level 1 or above EITC fleet. Now this has to be done with alliance members. So you're going to come over here again. We're going to go explore. And we're going to change this to EITC. Oh no, not EITC. We want EITC fleet. Then you go over there, go to your fleet. And you have to rally attack these with your team members. You cannot attack them on your own. So plonk it down, get some buddies around, and start your attacking run. Okay, what's next? Let's have a look-see. Week 3, and use 30,000 gold on Calypso's Blessing, forge 5 papers, and use 1,000 blacksmith. So Calypso's Blessing is going to be any one of your ships. If you click on here, Calypso's Blessing, bang, click that button over there, and it's either going to be higher or lower than that. If it's higher, you say apply. If it's lower, then remove it, or say cancel. And you can eliminate if you want to. If your ship is more specific for attack and not defense, then you would take out one or two of these. Anything that you push over here is not going to be in the running, so it's more likely to hit something else that you actually want it to hit. And you do that with 30,000k and you will be fine. The next one is to forge papers. You go over here. This is happening and going 24/7 for me. Absolutely 100% of the time is the forge papers. Here, first class letter of marque, and I can do 4 first class privateer's license for the merchant ships. But for me, at the moment, it's this one. The next one's going to be right over there. First class letter of marque, higher grade. So for now, just craft this. It takes about 12 hours. It's very, very long. And when it comes to the pirates that walk around your base over here, again, we'll get into this with one of the tasks. You can see the kitties walking here. The pirates, your alliance members, will be here as well. Every single time I log in, I put all the pirates into the crafting of this letter of marque, because that is your bread and butter completely. So the sooner that gets done, the absolute better. Okay, let's have a look. So that was week 3, and use 1,000 souls of the blacksmith. That is just to craft and upgrade gear, but at the same time, you can refine gear. So you can craft over here, and it's going to cost you souls of the blacksmith, but you can also come up to your portrait over here. You could come to any of this equipment here. You see how it says plus 12, plus 10, plus 10? If I click on that, I can say upgrade, which is going to be, as you can see here, 14,000, and only a 50% chance over here to get to the next level. So that's brutal. It's a big risk, but you know, that's what it is. And this kind of thing, you only want to use the souls of the blacksmith when there's some sort of event on where you get a rebate for using that. And again, we will get into those menus at a later stage, but that is another way to spend souls of the blacksmith with actually upgrading your gear that you already have. Okay, moving on. Let us have a look. We're still on week 3. We've done all that. Okay, the last week. Participate in the Battle of the Storm 15 times. Now, your strategy battles are over here by your little icon. That's actually you, or me in this case. Tortuga Brawl, Battle of the Storm, these ones as well. Select your ships. You can click on this, select your ships that you want, and then say form fleet, and then just start battling. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, as long as you partake in the battle, you will be fine. Battle of the Storm is the same thing, a little bit more complicated. If you come over here, you add your fleet 1, and then you can add your fleet 2, form fleet, and when it's all done, you say prepare, defeat, and then that will be completed for you. Now, some of the times, like it's happened here, my power level is way below anyone else they give me to do this, and I end up just doing it anyway because I want to get the battle pass done. Cave of the Abyss, again, we'll get into this at a later stage, but if you participate in that, this is your biggest, 100% your biggest earner of resources, money, and absolutely everything. If you see details here, I've gone 40-40, and I haven't got to the edge over here yet because your shield drops, I think, on that one, and you get attacked. You have to be prepared for that. But doing the Cave of the Abyss, you can do it in one go as well, and I will have some footage on that. I think I've got some footage over there already, but that is how you do the Cave of the Abyss once a month for that. Absolutely vital that you do that because of the amount of letters of marque you can get from it. Heal pirates, straightforward, just heal your pirates. Within the territory, speed up support an alliance member 30 times. I've had a lot of requests about this. Like I mentioned before, you will have alliance members over here that will have their name above them. Just pick them up, just like the kitty. Yeah, kitty. And then you drop him into anything. You could drop it into a building, into research, into crafting. You could do everything. But like I mentioned before, I will only ever drop it in here because getting the letters of marque done is the main goal. Okay, what else we got next here? So participate in the Tortuga Brawl. We've done. Sell tier 3 or higher equipment 20 times. Now, when it comes to the Caribbean Pass, I always wait for these selling things until right at the end. I don't go and craft and sell because this is in week 4. Sometimes you'll get this in week 1, and then you'll get daily missions where you have to sell 5. Now, this will get done while you do those daily missions. You don't have to gun for the 20 straight away. Hire 1,000 tier 1 or above pirates. Hire the pirates. Just go to your pub, select your pirates, and just hire. So they have to be a certain tier, but it's normally in conjunction with the tier that you're at the moment. So that is how you do that. Now, I think that is going to be all the weekly ones done. Yep, let's have a look at the seasonal. Okay, the daily request, this is just logging in, guys, and clicking on JOSHAMEE GIBBS over here. Every day he'll give you something to actually log in, and that is how you get that. Next up is going to be complete a successful port city conquest. Now, we haven't been able to do this because the monopolizing of the powerful alliances, they don't let you anywhere near these things, and there's no way we'll be able to do that unless we change servers or unless I speak to someone I know at Keep 'Em Using Love, which is one of the powerful alliances. Otherwise, that's going to stay negatory. Now, this is what's glitched on me. Obtain 200,000 world boss contribution. That is just attacking the world boss. Now I've got video footage and pictures showing that I've done millions of damage towards the boss, and this never seems to work. I actually emailed them this morning about that, and they have received it, and they've actually escalated the problem. So hopefully other people aren't having that problem, but if they are, then that is going to be an issue, because we are literally being robbed of our past fragments, the things I explained earlier, because that's 255. That's massive. That's going to give me a lot more upgrades, and we will see what happens with that. I'll start doing more videos on this anyway and give you an update. Rally attack EITC. This is what I showed you earlier. Go to explore, hit your EITC fleets. Over here, successfully rally attack EITC. Now, this is not the fleets. This is just EITC buildings. Now, the red dots I showed you on the map, those are the EITCs. Be careful when rallying with them, because people are going to attack you, which is why I mentioned trying to find those EITC that are unmapped, I call them. Cave of the Abyss. I've shown you how to get to the Cave of the Abyss on the Alliance battles. So head there and do that 20 times. Tortuga Brawl, we've done. Attack and win Battle of the Storm, which is just under Tortuga Brawl, so that's fine. Say hello in your Alliance chat. Just type anything in your chat and you'll get that. Log in 20 times. Again, this is going to be just for logging in. That's going to be automatic. Defeat World Boss 1 time. This is, I find, really unfair to actually have that on there. I mean, within the Caribbean Pass, the World Boss is going to come, what, like 3 times, 4 times. Over here you can see at the top there's a world boss, whereas before I didn't tell you where it was, I didn't tell you that it was coming up. You had to go to your C map and find it, which is just ridiculous. So now you click on this, it's coming in 6 hours time. Here you can buy buffs, all your alliance members get involved and attack the world boss, and you can stack up your buffs like this, and then those are the final rewards. But that's never going to happen, so we're going to head down and see what else we got down here. Collect 500,000 resources, straightforward. Collect resources. Obtain 25 letters of mark by hunting. Now for this, every Wednesday, I don't know if it's the same over the rest of the world, but every Wednesday is the monster hunting task. And if you come over here, the daily tasks are going to be on your icon, daily event right there. And again, we'll get into this later when we get to this menu. If you look at the top over here, yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and weekend. On Wednesday is besting the beasties. So this is when I will take my ships, I will attack monsters, the highest monsters I can find, and put them on auto hunt right over here, and select your group, and then set sail. And they're going to continuously attack those monsters over and over again as long as you're logged in. They will continue a little bit after you log out, but they will stop once you do log out. And that is how I get the 25 letters of mark. It'll take a long time to do it. Actually, last week I managed to get the highest reward for that, which I think was 150 or 250 blueprints, premium blueprints, which is why I did that. So you combine that finding letters of mark with the hunting of the beasties, which is just fantastic. Okay, what else we got down here? So let's see, letters of mark. Yeah, so using monsters held at monster cage 3 times. Okay, now this is a strange addition a couple of months ago. For those of you, way on the left hand side over here, you've got your monster cage. What you have to do, come over here and select that monster, go catch him. I've got full at the moment. It's going to cost you bait over here, which you will get from hunting monsters anywhere, or you could also buy it at the market. Now to actually use one, it doesn't matter if someone is shielded or not. If they are within their territory or within a territory of theirs, like a buoy, then you won't be able to do it. So somewhere down here, like this dude over here, I can send off a monster attack. I don't really want to tickle that particular bear. So, I mean, I don't want to do that one either. But if you click on any one of these guys and then you go throw bait, if they are in range, then you can throw bait. What alliance is this? Okay, let's just do it. Throw bait. See right there? Cannot be attacked because he's within his territory. If he was sitting over here, then I could attack him. So let's just find someone who's outside. I don't really want to attack Yak. That just seems like a bad idea. They have to be close enough as well. So let me skip ahead until I find one. Okay, over here we have a non-alliance person. Are they going to be close enough? 23 kilometers. And we throw bait. So if we go back to my base, you can see a little fishy over here. He's going to go attack them and do some damage, although I've never done any damage. I've sent multiple fish to that location. It gives you a report once it's been attacked. Oh, thank you. But I'm assuming that this can only be done, really effectively done, when like all of your alliance members throw their fish at, or throw the bait at one particular base. Okay, here we go. And roll. So he chows him. Now it gives you the report. As you can see here, gate damage, 4,000. So it does some damage on the gate. I'm pretty sure he's going to have to repair that. But like I mentioned before, it's going to be way more effective when you have a whole lot of alliance members throwing all 3 of their fish at the same time. So we're going to send another one out. We're going to catch the next fish because I used that one. Okay, let's see what we have next. All the way down the bottom. Monster Cage, yes. Attack level 1 or above EITC fleet. Again, I've explained this with Explore. You can find your fleets. Again, Battle of the Storm 20 times and hunt 1000 level 1 or above monsters. That is going to be easy to do on a Wednesday or over a couple of Wednesdays. So guys, at the moment, I have finished all of the passes except for the daily missions today, which I'm going to do this evening before I change my shield. I only ever put a 24-hour shield on between 11 and 12 every night. I had massive problems before, waking up at night and going, oh shit, you know, is my shield up, is it down? I had to eliminate that from my life. I didn't want to be worried about this game when I didn't have to be worried about it, because when you get attacked, they've taken away the ability to sink ships now, so you'll only ever have damage to your ships. But if you can see, I'm sitting on my highest gear is going to be 452,000. If I get attacked, that will go down to 420, 415 easily. And it'll take you months, or months, it'll take you weeks, probably months, to get back up to that. So being attacked is more of a setback than anything. And of course, the resources are going to be super low, depending on how much you've actually got protected. So what I do is I have my alarm on for 10 past 11 every night. I put a 24-hour shield on, and I just forget about it. I didn't want that stress in my life. And it works very, very well. I know any time of the day that everything is fine. I don't have to look at my shields or anything, because I want to progress in the game. I want to get stronger, and I want to be able to take out some of these big fellas that are running around here. Okay, so that takes care of the Caribbean Pass, guys. And today is the last day for it. If you look at the seasonal mission over here, 12 hours to go. So 1 a.m. tomorrow morning for us, and that's going to be done. All right, guys, we're going to move on to the next item. So let's get to it. Okay guys, now what we're going to do, we're going to go through every single building and building menu within those buildings. So right over here, we're going to start at the fortress, we're going to come all the way down over here, look at all these menus, or just the buildings at least, now the menus will come afterwards, all these buildings over here, all the way down, all the way around to the gate. So as you can see here, we're going to start right here. So this is just going to give you details of your current fortress and the upgrades that you get with it and stuff like that. Next one is going to be the territory bus. We've been there already. This is your peace shield. Down here is your firepower. This kind of thing I'm going to put on when I do my beastie hunts and when you attack mermaid islands, and just to increase the power. Food consumption decrease. I always have that on. I'll even buy 8,000 because the food will get eaten so quickly, and you'll find yourself running out pretty quickly. Collection speed up, sure, you know, that's pretty self-explanatory. Trade speed up when you have those missions where you need to do lots of trade quickly. I also use trade void speed up and the hunt void speed up, but this one, 50%, because when you want to be fast, you just use the 100%. What I use this for is the exploration. So I'll use those now. I never used them before, but I will use them when I start doing this, because you might as well. You might as well use that if you're going to be in a hurry. And those positions of those items you have to get are always going to be 100, 200 kilometers away, because they want you to use the speed up. So it's quite sneaky of them. So I'll use the trade void speed up 50% and this one 50%. Otherwise, the 50% will just never get used. So I do use it there. Food production, yeah, it's always best to use this first thing in the morning, or when you log in the morning each time, just to boost to production. Okay, the deco, this is going to be first your name tag over here is going to be down the bottom. As you can see, you can change this to whatever you want. I do like that one. Let's apply that one. These are all other ones that you've unlocked. We can just go through them here quickly. That's Valentine's Day. He's my favorite character in Pirates of the Caribbean. Love him to bits. These ones I haven't unlocked, so can't use those. Then you have the effect. I've only unlocked 2. These things unlock when you win alliance battles and you get heavy upgrades and perks for your ship, and buffs, should I say. But at the moment I've only got these 2, so you can select whichever one you want there. The territory skin, I've got a lot more of these unlocked. These are going to be from the Caribbean passes. they're going to unlock these skins at the end of it when you reach level 70. And I do have my favorites. I do enjoy the water. I like the one we're using at the moment because it's got some more animations and stuff like that. This was the previous one, the creepy mansion, but I didn't really like it because it looked like I was attacked every time the smoke comes there, and I was like, we're not doing that. So that is how you decor. Grace of the Empire is going to be automatic buffs that are given to you by the Empire. Then we have the Forge, and we've been through this earlier. This is where 100% 24/7 I've got the... Oh, is that Privateer? No, we've got the Letter of Marque being crafted, because that again is your bread and butter. Okay, next up, you can attach your account to Facebook, which I don't use, but you'll get rewards, some rewards for it as well. And there's your reward info right there next to it. But Facebook has kind of taken a dive after not using Facebook Game Room, which was just amazing. And the biggest thing I forgot to mention earlier about Facebook Game Room is I could play this widescreen on a 27-inch monitor. It was amazing. Now I've got this tiny little portrait view now, as you can see here, with nothing on the sides, which is just terrible. I really hope they create an emulator or something designed for this game, because, I mean, there are millions of players. But moving on, next up we're going to have the Pirate Hall. So again, on any building that I click on, the first one over here, which I'm not always going to click on, is just going to give you details. It's going to give you details on the buffs related to the building that you're using, or that particular building you clicked on. But have a look at that if you want a quick overview of what's happening. Support Alliance members, this is going to be straightforward. You just click support, and anyone who's requested support or speed up on their buildings or research or anything, then that will help them right there. The Pirates Treaty, this is something that I will produce once a day along with the salvage kits, because this is part of your daily missions. So I'll do that once a day. And what this does, if you go to your inventory, right over here, you're going to have the books, and then you combine those to create the peace shields. So that's something that's going on all the time, although I don't really use 8-hour peace shields anymore. I will use it at about 9:10 in the evening when I go, like today. I'll wait until tonight so I can do these two missions. And then I'll use an 8-hour shield after that, just to take me to my alarm time of 10 past 11, and then reapply my 24-hour. The prison over here, again, click on there for more information. But if you have any prisoners, you can view them right there. When you attack EITC or enemies, or attack any base or alliance, your prisoners are going to be in here. Now you can choose to release them or to conscript them. Now, if I attack a high enough level base that has the champion swordmasters that I'm needing at the moment, then I will conscript. And there's also, again, we'll get into it, a long task to do that, like the lengthy tasks. If they are lower, I will just click the release button, and you will get resources in conjunction with what level they are. The research now, again, click on there to see the current buffs you've got. And if you click on something and you actually want to do research, it's going to change. Let's have a look here. It's going to change your outfit to best benefit the research options. But when it comes to research, guys, it's years, literally years. I've been playing this game for 4, maybe 5 years, give or take. And I mean, I still haven't scratched the surface of the research. And that's what I love about the game, is that it is super lengthy, and if you don't want to spend money, you don't have to spend money. And I'll get into the money thing and what you should and shouldn't buy, in my opinion, a little bit later when we get to that menu. But the research is just something you have to go through, guys. I started off on my ruling, and I got the farms producing a lot and that kind of thing. But in the end, what your farms produce over here is almost nothing compared to what you can get in one attack of a base or plundering. So the researchers just have to go through it. You just have to go through this and look at what you want to upgrade, and use the timed events over here, which we'll get into the event horizon, for when they have a research option, then to do all the research, because it'll be research time will be down to 0, and of course you'll get items attained to that as well, and we will get into that menu after we've done the buildings. So moving down again, the craft area, same thing really. There's your details, they're your buffs, but this will change when you change equipment. The crafting, sure, I normally always have something crafting. It's normally a masterpiece. Even if I don't need it, if I click on this over here, or let's go into a higher one, if I click on level 20, I see I've got a level 7 of that, and let's see, no, nothing of that. I haven't got enough to get the green items, and we'll get into that again as well. But what you want to do is you want to have something crafting, maybe something a little bit less, because you get Maester XP. And again, I keep saying this, but we will get to that menu when we go to the top. If you go over here and you go to your Maester level, every time you craft something, you get your Maester level. Now, to be able to craft something more powerful like level 30, I need to get all of these to level 30 before I can even think of crafting the level 30 items that are under the masterpiece over here. It's going to be level 20. These are level 30. So I think I've got my weapon to level 30. And I might have, no, I haven't built that yet. But this is hopefully, I mean, I hope these level 30s over here and legendaries are going to be the last of it, because it'll take you a long time to get the items needed for that. And if you go to any one of these crafts, you can see over here, these are the items you need. You click on that particular one, it's going to tell you exactly what monster to get it from. So if you're after a particular item, just spam that monster all the time. And these are green, they have a green background. And then these ones over here have got grey, light green, dark green. Now there's my world expedition complete. So if you want to go to your, there's a shortcut over here now to your inventory. If you go to your materials, and over here I've just combined all of these, but if you click on any one of them and you say combine, it's going to go through the entire list I've got over here and combine them all, making them into the light green, or from the grey to the light green to the dark green down here. And that's what you're going to need for the higher equipment. So that is just, you know, it's going to be helped a lot on the besting the beasties and finding your letters of mark, that kind of thing, on a Wednesday when you have the beasties auto hunting. So that's pretty much the forge. One last thing over here is, if you're not doing anything on the forge, then you should be at least crafting a speed up. Costs almost nothing in the grander scheme of things, and have all your buildings that can be doing something. Let's have a quick look over here at the, there we go. So these guys returned. That's going to go up to 61, 62. Now this little guy over here, sorry, quick little interlude. I can go find him and I can tell him to return. Oh, he's on his way back. No, he's on this one. So I could tell him to return, and that's going to finish off this one, and I'll have to refresh it. But getting back onto this, the next building over here is going to be the BOSUN. Over here, it's going to tell you how many pirates you've got, how many you can have, tough pirates, the fleet stationed there, the food consumption per hour, that kind of thing. Just you know, information on your pirates. Down here is going to be equipment as well. I could probably sell a lot of this older equipment here, but the amount you get, oh, you can't actually sell it. You have to destroy. So there's no money back for that. That's going to be this little guy over here. It's just a shortcut, really, and that little shortcut is pretty much the shortcut to the tavern. Click on the pirates, it's going to take you to the same area. And if you want to get rid of pirates, this is where you're going to do it. So I've got 77,000. I need these guys to be the tough or the champion swordmasters. So if you have upgrade tickets, you can use that in your inventory. But at the moment, I'm kind of just converting these guys, getting rid of these guys, and hiring the more powerful guys. So if I had 77,000 of these guys, my overall power would be so much more. Now thinking about it, I'm actually going to focus on that, because these pirates over here, the first mates, are one level behind me. These are the ones that I can build, but anyone below my level can't build. So there's a massive perk on having the latest pirates. Well, right over here, we're going to have the LAIR. Again, you can click on this. It's going to tell you amount of protected food. So if you get attacked, that amount is going to be protected and it's going to be moved in there. Any pirates that are retreating are going to be in here after you've been attacked. You can just say return or return pirates. There's nothing in there at the moment, but that's where they're going to be stored, in the LAIR right there. Now, there's nothing else over here. Every now and again, you'll get a shipwreck over here. It's always good to touch on those because they give you free stuff, so be sure to have a look at that. The healing hut is just going to be standard, guys. The more you upgrade it, the more and faster you can heal, but that is pretty straightforward. These are menus, so I'm not going to go into these yet. We're going to head back around to those. Over here is going to be your cannon workshop. Once again, fairly straightforward. It's going to auto swap, and I'll actually put in a clip about the auto swapping of your outfits. So this is your gear, and each one of them is going to have a specific buff or perk to something else, and that's going to help. So if I want to do cannons, it's going to change to the technician's equipment. Now, I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong, but I've only got a level 20 technician's equipment, something I got years ago. So if I do that, then it's going to be cheaper to do that. So be sure to have the auto swap on if you can, and that's something that has to be purchased. You have to purchase that, and again, we'll get into that when we go to the store and I start explaining that. Next is going to be the pub. We've been here a couple of times, so again, straightforward, hire pirates, hire tough pirates. To do that, you need 100 over here, or 200 per pirate of Mermaid's tiers. You get that from Mermaid Island attacks as well as various other places. 100 of the normal champions is going to create one tough champion. So that's how it works, and it's going to be expensive because of the Mermaids tiers, but that is how you do that. I always like to be on my most powerful setting. So next one is going to be the Weapon Workshop. Again, same thing. It's going to ask you to switch to something else, which is going to make your purchase cheaper. And you have to do this in order to actually hire your pirates. And that's going to tell you straight away over there if you've got enough. So that's pretty straightforward. Okay, next up is going to be the dock. Again, you can click on there for some information. You can even click further ahead to see what you might get, well, you will get later stage. They have added something extra here, which is the managed ship equipment, which I do enjoy. But first, the managed dock. If you want to move ships around, then you can move these around. It'll cost you 100 gold. I normally just have my most powerful ones first, and then going down to less and less and less. Now, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these ships over here are the ones I focus on power and attacking. And the next 5 ships are all going to be the highest capacity. So I send those to the resource islands, and to actually, once I've attacked a building or an alliance or an EITC or notorious pirate with these guys, I send these guys in because they have a higher capacity and they will take more resources per attack or per visit. Then the equipment shop. Now, it's not something I've delved a lot into, but I have messed around with it now and again. What I like to do first is always go to my first ship, like the 5 I was just speaking of, and make sure these guys have the best equipment. Pretty much those 5 right there. So you click on this guy here. You can see that's got some rare equipment, rare but lighter green, all got rare. You can say auto-equip, but there's nothing new on there. If I click on the next one, there we go. It has a little N over there, so I can change this from uncommon if I go auto-equip to rare. See, that was a pretty good little upgrade there, from uncommon to rare. Normally it goes uncommon, common, rare. We click on the next ship over here. 2 of them there, so we're going to go auto-equip. Uncommon to both, rare. That's pretty good. We go on to the next one again. We've got another one over there. We're going to auto-equip. And we're just going to keep on going on the other ships, still looking for the little N. Nothing there. Nothing there. There's one over there. Auto-equip that. And over here, yeah, we got one more there. We auto-equip there. And one more over there from common to rare. Then we're going to go back to, I think what I said before, I would include because he's in one of my fleets, the Black Pearl. So I would do this one first as well. Moving on to the next one. Nothing new for you there. Nothing new for you there. And nothing there. So now when I exit the screen here now, there's going to be a flash on the screen of the amount that my power has increased. 9,000. So that's how much those little extra guys, those additions were worth. Now, that's what this game is about, having a little bit of power upgrades from 100 different sources and eventually getting your fleet up to a nice, powerful level. So that is the dock right there. Next is going to be the shipyard. So once again, you can click on there to see what you have, what you're going to have, and so on. And next up is going to be, that's just to upgrade the building. There's currently an event on now. So that's something you should build all the time. Again, we'll get into the Maester level, but it's the same thing. Equipment, Shipmaster, and then other Maester levels as well. We'll get into that, but again, it's always good to have something going the whole time. Not necessarily when you're doing this, when it's going to be instant, when there's an event on. But I normally always do have a ship building, and also I'll always have a ship in the spare dock, and we will get into that again when we get down to this area, and making sure that you have no pirates assigned to this spare dock, because this ship doesn't do anything. I only use it for, funnily enough, these guys. So let's do that. See there, 11 of 11, 11 plus 11 upgrade points. Now, there's more chance of you getting upgrade points on the lesser ships than there is on your beasts. So just keep that in mind. You're not always going to get upgrade points. You'll get lime juice as well. Okay, so salvage kit. This is something I do once a day as well, because it is part of the daily mission. Just make sure I've got access to these before I do that. Premium ship ticket. Now, when I've just actually converted one of my lesser ships to Neptune's Glory, but this is where you spend your premium blue ship prints. If you have a look at your inventory, they're always going to be numero uno right over there. And I just spent 2,000 of them to upgrade this fella to Neptune's Glory from whatever he was before. So that is how you upgrade your ship now. We will get onto the ships as well, about their upgrading and their menus as well. It's quite risky because you have to say sell ship in order to actually transform it, which is scary. Over here, premium ship blueprints over here. You have to be SP level 2 to be able to craft them. That's what I mentioned before. So that is something, I'm not sure how much you can craft, how much it's going to cost, or what resource it's going to cost, but all I know is that premium blue ship blueprints are what you gun for all the time. so you can upgrade your ships to make them more powerful and get them going to these guys. So there we go. Keep going, and you can get more and more powerful ships. And, you know, the idea is to have a hellhound for every ship that you have in the end, and that's going to take years and years to do. Okay, Cave of Treasure is next. So we're going to click on Treasures. And again, you can swap equipment if you have that ability. Over here, you can do this. All that's going to do is give you resources, the same as clicking on it pretty much. You'll have to do it twice to actually take it all. It's just a quicker way of collecting your farm produce all in one go, instead of clicking on all the farms. What else we have here is the construction. If I had a building being built over here. Oh, I do have a building. What the hell am I building? Ah, well, that's fantastic. My storehouse is being upgraded. So if you go to treasure, and this particular one over here is going to reduce, swing, by a little bit. Now, the reason why I like to use these as well, I mean, I use these all the time. These increase your ship, the void speed, the ship attack by 25%, and survival rate by 18, and that is pretty good. You know, if you're going to be doing some monster runs or something like that, you combine this with the buffs from your actual buffs over here, and you can make your ships a lot stronger. So you get the treasures themselves by, if you look over here, you click on one, it's going to tell you where to get them. But again, this kind of thing will come el natural, and you'll be upgrading those all the time, and that's how you do it right there. That is the treasure. What was it called there? They said it is Cave of Treasure, yeah. Now I've got my cat in front of me that wants attention, so let me just sort her out. Okay, next up is the Crow's Nest Inn. This is where you're going to play the dice game. I'm sorry if you can hear the microphone banging. I've got my cat on me now. This is where you can play the dice game for any resources. I mean, it's not going to give you a lot at all. You'll get way more by attacking one monster, but it's just something extra that they have in there. And then the limited shop over here. I'm going to do this now because it is part of the building. This can be your seasonal. Now, I am subscribed to the Monster Hunting Monthly. I pay £2.29, I think it is. I get hunting rewards, 10%. Captain XP gain 50% during hunting while subscribed. So I've been subscribed to this for a good couple of years, and I've got 50% more experience on hunting, which is massive, especially when you have those besting the beasties and those missions for you to actually hunt monsters, which we will get into after we finish the doc. So that's pretty much the monthly one I pay for, as well as the Caribbean Pass is what I pay for as well. This building over here has got nothing on it. Over here, we're going to have the market. So again, we touched on this before in the Caribbean Pass, but again, you can go in here, barter some stuff, and there's VIP levels and battle shop as well for server wars, but not something I spend a lot of money on unless there are territory move tickets, or if these, like I bought over here, this is probably, I bought this for silver, and that's something I will actually pay for. Now the cat is sitting on my mouse. Let me show you a picture of her somewhere there so you know what I'm talking about. Next up is going to be the depot. So the depot again is where you're going to use your lime juice, and you can just go receive resources whenever you want. That's something you click on anyway. What else do we have here? We have the harvest depot. So again, it's the same thing. That's going to be harvesting these guys over here. So pretty much shortcuts for that. And then crafting of your uncommon resource. Now this is something you're going to need when you hit SP level 1. So if you go to any kind of building over here and you see upgrade, it's going to use this resource as well as your normal resource. So the high grade resource you actually have to craft, and of course that's going to cost money. So if we have a look at the uncommon resource, it's going to be 1 million for one of those, and roughly now between 25 and 35 superior foodstuffs you need to upgrade the buildings, and that's 35 million right there for the one of them. And if you have lots of monies, you can craft 5, and that's going to give you 5 million. But I always like to have at least 10 million in my bank for emergencies. So I consider that 0 in my head at the moment. So that's the way I start thinking. And again, you can go all the way through, craft all your uncommon resources all the way up to the silver right there. Okay, next up is going to be the storehouse. Now, I've got something upgrading. So the trade info is a shortcut to that as well. When it comes to trading, I have been told that if you manually sell the items that you've plundered, then you will get more, but it's not something I've ever gotten into. All I'll do is just select, swap that, and that Pioneer equipment set is pretty much just for a faster voyage speed. So over here, if you really want to, before you start doing or selling your plundered equipment, you should come down here and do what I was doing earlier and get some more information on the areas. Then go back to this. Oh no, not JOSHAMEE GIBBS. We want to go to... So we go down here to the flag, and we go down to the, not the Alliance Leader mission, we'll get to that. Alliance Trade Info, and again, receive all of these, because you don't quite know where your ships are going to go. So it's actually more receiving than posting. So receive everything, and then when you send off your ships to deliver the trade or sell the trade goods, then they're going to get the best prices pretty much. And you just pretty much select the fleet and select it like that and send them off, and you're good as gold. The Lighthouse has become very interesting over the years. Again, we've been through the Explore quite a while. So again, if you're looking for something specific, Resource Islands, EITC Fleet, EITC on its own, Notorious, Merchant Ship, and Monster, you can search for these here. Unfortunately, the Resource Islands, they will never ever tell you or show you the 200% or 50% or 100% extra. They're only ever going to give you the standard ones. You see how long it takes to get here. Man, I miss the Facebook game room so badly. But that is how you search. Oh, look at that. Sorry, we just have to get that Souls the Blacksmith. That's begging. Let's go get him. Now, as you can see here, I have one more bonus monster. That's something you should do every day. But again, we will get into that menu. Let's just have a look at how many we get from him. I love playing this. I've got a very nice 7.1 surround, and I just play it so loud all the time. Everything's better loud. So there we go. We have 66 Soul of the Blacksmith. So that's pretty good. Only 0.1% damage, so that's also pretty good. Okay, let's keep on track. We were doing the Lighthouse. Then again, okay, that is the shortcut to the Explore button we've just shown you. And then again, the World Expedition. I did explain this in the Caribbean Pass, but if somebody shortcutted here, I need to explain again. I'm going to just refresh that. So what this is all about, over here, I'm level 25 and 62 of 70. When I do 8 more of these, then that's going to be 70, then I can upgrade. Now, the only reason why I'm doing this is to see what happens in the future, because this particular one over here has got extra rewards, but I mean, come on. Those rewards, I mean, the 1 hour is not terrible. You know, if you do this 100 times, that's 100 hours. But I don't do this for the rewards just yet. The same as the merchant ship. Anything that says ship defeated or investigated or defeated, it doesn't matter. If you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then I'll be on 69. And it doesn't matter if you've been there. If you go to the island like this and you say investigate, we can go collect, and we're just going to send a ship that we're not going to use. The second he gets there, you can send him straight back after 2 seconds, and when he gets back, then this particular thing over here is going to be glowing. So let me do this over here, and maybe we can come back to it. Let's have a look at this guy and see what happens. Now, they're always going to be just far enough away to try and entice you to use a speed up, but it's not something I'll ever do. So we're just going to send a ship off to him. Then we're going to go to the next one. There we go. The monsters are the quickest ones, along with the merchant ships. So I'm just going to do this and then show you the clip of me returning. I'll do this to all of them, and then I'll show you the clip once they return. Okay, so here he comes. One of my resource islands. That'll say across the screen that the world mission is complete over there. So we go back in, and it's going to be glowing. Click on that, and that's going to go up to 63. And that's what you do. And there's another one there. Go up again, 64. So like I was saying, I'm only doing this now to see what the future rewards are, because these monsters and the merchant ships monsters and the islands, they've been going up steadily. They were like level 1, level 2. Now they're level 4, level 14 and stuff like that. So, I mean, these are going to get to the point where they're monsters that I can't attack yet. And that's when it's going to get exciting. It's going to motivate you to build up your fleet and to get those monsters to get the rewards in the end. But that is pretty much what the World Expedition is. And I'm glad they added it. It is something to do on the side. Okay, now we're going to have the spare dock. We spoke about this earlier. Any ship that I have in the spare dock over there, we make sure we have no pirates on there, because they're not going to be attacking or anything. I only use them for finding the lazy sailors, like I mentioned earlier. The monster cage, something we touched on earlier as well. If you want to have a closer look at this, you can go to the Caribbean Pass at the beginning of the video, and I explain this. In a nutshell, you can go to anyone that is shielded, but outside of their area. Ooh, we'll have that. I don't think we can attack it with the ships we got. No. Anyone that's outside of the shielded area, for instance, no, not that person. This person here, I can throw a fish at this person because they're outside of their shielded area, and it doesn't matter if they're shielded or not, they can still be attacked. And you can just click on him and say throw bait. I'm not going to attack Yak though. That's just, you know, like I was saying earlier, tickling the bear or poking the lion. But yeah, it does very little damage. You need to do that with a lot of other alliance members for it to actually make any effect. Okay, so I think that covers all of the buildings. No, we need to do the gate. The last one. Oh, get out of here, you pesky EITC. So the gate over here is straightforward, guys. Nothing to explain. This has to be upgraded before you can upgrade your fortress again. But this over here, repair gate as well. There's nothing to build, no menu really, just the defense that you can do. Cannons, 7 in total, and then some stats on the gate right there. So what we're going to do now, guys, is I want to go through every single one of the non-building menus. So we're going to have a look at the menus underneath here. We're going to have a look at the kittens, or the animal companions. We're going to have a look at the area over here where you collect your presents. But yes, we're going to go through all of the menus that are not on buildings on the map. Then we'll go through all the menus and everything on the side, and of course the menus down the bottom and everything over here. So stick around, let's do some more. Alright guys, so now it is the next day, and it is Wednesday. So if we have a look at our daily mission over here, it's going to be besting the beasties. Now another thing you could do with this, and the reason why I've got my guys on auto hunt at the moment, if we go to the event calendar, or event center if you will, over here there's going to be hunt monsters with animal companions. So you're kind of killing two birds with one stone over here. I need only a couple more to get these prizes, and that's going to be Souls of the Blacksmith and most likely gold, yeah. But from now on, we're going to go onto the on-map menus, so not the side menus, not a lot of them, so let's just go through them quickly. The first one is your character. You click on there. Over here, this is going to be your daily login, pretty much. You can come over here and claim this once a day. Next is going to be the daily event we touched on yesterday. You can click along the top and you can see what's coming up. Today being Wednesday, the only one I really take seriously because... oh no, not on this one, on the monster hunt, sorry. So this one over here, it gives you, each one of these will give you the 60 pieces to a certain resource, and that's going to be invaluable when you come to the S2, S3 levels. What is next here? We've got the strategy battles. Again, we did this yesterday. We touched on this for the Caribbean Pass, which is now finished. But just as usual, form your fleet, send to battle. Doesn't matter if you win or lose, it still counts. And then the alliance battle, again, not something that I've participated in, and I don't know much about this. When I'm stronger, then I'll do another video of me on this and other aspects of this game, like the conquests and the port cities and that kind of thing. That's going to be for a later stage. And next up is going to be the animal companions. Now, this was an interesting addition to the game. I use it because they do... I've got this guy on auto feed, and now he's not on auto feed. Oh my god, I thought it was my cat over here. That gave me such a fright. Anyway, he is an addition. So, on my captain over here, if you go to one of your ships, let's see if I've got one available. Yeah, we got one over here. If we say assign, over here you can click add animal companion. So if you buy an animal companion, I think the first one they gave me was free, then I should have two. So I've got the cat there, but I've also got a parrot. You can actually see him. Can I zoom in on the computer? Oh, I can. There's the parrot, and he's actually on one of my other ships as well. Now, you can't see which ship he's on because they're busy hunting. Not him. These guys are doing world expeditions. Which one is he? No, it's not going to be that one. Yeah, you can't really see the animal companions, but I've got the parrot on one of them as well. And they just give you bonus buffs, pretty much. But I stopped caring about this when I realized that to upgrade your kitten, or to upgrade whatever animal you have to have another animal. You have to have a backup animal, and then you lose this animal. So if I buy this puppy now, then I can upgrade my parrot, most likely, and then I lose one, and he gets free. He gets set free, it says here. Okay, so that is the animal companions. Not something that's going to be too detailed at all. It's just going to be kind of a bonus feature down the line. If they have events and stuff where they give it to you for free, then sure, we will have a look at that. The next menu item that is on the ground is going to be the trumpets over here. Now, most of the things I'm going to show you here, there's two ways to access them. So, event, bang, that's got everything right there. So if I click on the trumpets, that's going to take me to the event calendar that I've just finished over here now. And that's the same as clicking right over there. But if I click on the actual desk over there, there's more options that come out. So the notice is going to be the intro adverts. Oh no, that one takes you out of the game, so we don't want that. Write your opinion. You can write opinions down here, and they swear by they will read every single one. They're not going to reply to it, but they will read every single one that you write. The event calendar, again, is what we've been a couple of times. The news is going to be the intro adverts when you load up for the first time. So that's that. And then lastly on here, the bonus time awards. Now these are timed awards. So I get, I think the bonus time, reduced stamina at least, is going to be like 12 o'clock in the evening for me. Hunting rewards is first thing when I wake up in the morning, and then the bonus trade is going to be a little bit later, maybe 9 a.m. for me, but that's going to be different for everyone. Okay, the JOSHAMEE GIBBS is going to be your daily missions right there. That's going to be straightforward. Over here is the gifts. If you purchase his pack, I used to do it. I used to purchase it all the time because there used to be a lot more gold in these packs. But now it's just experience, which is a waste of money completely. 500,000 experience you can get in hunting monsters for 10 minutes. So there used to be a lot more gold giveaway on this, and that's when I used to purchase it. But now I don't do it. As you can see here, you get some gold, but experience is not something you need to pay for because that's just not necessary. So that's the GIBBS gift if you want to buy that. And then obviously your daily missions here. Up here, your daily quests. Then your quests, I've only got 2 more to go. I don't know if more are going to be unlocked when I get to S2. I want to say I guarantee there will be, but I cannot say for sure. When my fortress gets to level 2, SP2 at least, then they probably will have more. And then the achievements. These are the long-standing achievements that will go on forever and ever. A lot of them go to 10, some go to 5, and some go way over 10. You just go through this. It's just going to be silver, share games, play or share price info, chicken dinner, that's going to be the dice game, shop at market, the scouting attempts, like I mentioned in previous videos. If I'm attacking a notorious pirate, like on my own somewhere, I'll send my 2 ships, my 2 fleets out, and then send 3 scouting at the same time. You can scout the same one over and over again to kind of farm that achievement. I mean, it's not exactly a big award, but it's just something to do as well. But just, you can go through this and just see what they are. They are all different. And then you can have the achievements over here. It's going to take me out of the game to get the points. They're pretty much like trophies, and if you get these on Google Play, then you earn play points, and sometimes you can have free packets and stuff like that, or free bonus items. Okay, let's have a look what's next over here. So that's going to be there. I didn't touch on the actual Sparrow. So over here we've got Sansa's Cave. This is going to be story related. So over here you do all of these and you get your new ships. That's going to be straightforward. Next over here is going to be Invite Tactician, and you can choose which one you want to do, the common or uncommon. Now the only time I ever do anything with my Tacticians is when the event horizon has the, there we go, that's my goal, those 2 right there. When the event horizon has a Tactician event on, that's the only time I will actually use my tickets and actually invite them, as well as if this is over here, that means someone can be upgraded. So this over here, if you go down, have a look, it's going to be, where is the little arrow? There it is there. So he can be upgraded, but again, I'm not going to touch him until the event comes on, because by the time the event comes around, I've got about 15, 20, maybe 30 of these tickets. Every time you use one of these, you'll get another piece, so you keep combining that and getting one more, and you'll get more and more as you go along. What else we got here? So manage is going to be, yeah, that's what I just did there. It's the same as clicking on that button there. But the last one is Tactician Collection. You get bonus rewards for having the sets of these guys. This is also fairly new. So for instance, this particular one over here, she is Elena Moreno. And sometimes you'll get chests or events where you can actually choose what tactician you want. So whenever you get a choice, I've only had it once in 5 years. So if you ever get a choice of what tactician you want to get, come down here and see which one you need to finish off these sets, because as you can see, they are more powerful. I'm not actually sure if they have to be added on the same one, but I have to look more into that. And up here are your rewards. And you can click on the question mark to get some more info. Okay, moving around over here. Okay, we've got no more on-base menus. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go around the screen and just finish off the ones that have not been explained, like the shop and the menus around the side. So let's get into that. Okay, so starting at the top of the screen over here, you're going to have the current buffs. These are the auto buffs you get in the morning from this area here. Those will be automatic once you click on them up here. And a little bit further up is going to be your total power, a summary of everything you've got power-wise. And this will increase, and every now and again you'll get chest that I haven't opened yet. So 489 I haven't got to, but 479 I have. I might only be sitting on a 452 now, but if you do all your buffs and this buff and then the alliance buffs, then that's going to go up and up and up. The store over here now, special again, these are just random, absolutely random. A lot of the time they'll send you free codes. Not free codes, they'll send you a little scroll that gives you 30% off purchasing gem products and items like that, and that'll just be sent to your inbox. The limited shop is the subscription we touched on a bit earlier. The subscription I have is, I think it's £2.29 or something like that a month, and I get 50% more XP during hunting, and the rewards are 10% as well. So that's the one I've got going all the time. Just once, these are super expensive because they give you permanent buffs. Now, keep in mind, guys, that I think it's happened 2 or 3 times since I've started playing, but they will give you special, I think it's normally over Christmas or the festive season, they will make this super cheap, something like £3.99 for a permanent buff, and they do it for all of them. All of these will be like $3.99, and that's when I just take 20 bucks, 30 bucks, and I just spend it on that to permanently buff my ships and my pirates and everything else it will, like armor increase. That won't be 3.5, it'll be like 130 or something like that, like a great reduction. So this kind of thing I'll spend gems on when the specials come around. The store points is when you do purchase a lot of items. Up here in the top right, you can spend those over here, use 5,000 store points and you'll get it for that price. So that's just, you have to buy more and more stuff to get the store points. General is just general. So have a look at that if you want to spend money. Remember, over here, they always put it on the most expensive one, but you can come all the way down and get something way cheaper, but obviously your rewards are going to be way less. And over here is going to be your gem purchase, and there's a special on the first one. Not that that's going to get you anything for 35 gems, but that is where you purchase your gems. Next is the limited shop. This is what we just went to. So these ones are once off and for a limited time only. That's self-explanatory. And this one as well, they give you little chances to get, it's changed now, there's one over there, chance to add Eye of the Storm, and for 79p. And I've done that a couple of times. I've never ever gotten a tier up ticket, but you can have a smash at that if you want for 79 cents. Okay, next up is going to be the shortcut for most of the things I've already shown you along here, but we will go to Fortress Growth, and if you have a look at when I upgrade to S2, which should be in the next couple of months, they give you tier up tickets. They transform Man of War to Mammoth Galleon, so they want all your ships to be a certain level while getting there. So most of my ships are way above the Mammoth Galleon, except for my collection fleet. So when I go to S2, I'll be able to upgrade all those guys lemon squeezy. What else do we have here? The event calendar. One thing I haven't touched on is the MATRYOSHKA board. This is something new that's been going on as well. If you click on that, click on mission, it's the same as anything else. You do certain things and you'll get a dice. These ones I've done, I probably will do that. The rewards aren't massive, but that's what the game's about. It's about trickling rewards. So you can see over here, you've got 3 premium blueprints, 1 over there, and I think I might be sitting on, no, I'm not sitting on 1. But that, as well as the auto hunts, are the most valuable in my opinion, and as well the Souls of the Blacksmith. So, I mean, let's just do a couple of rolls, see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so every time you go past go, so to speak, I had to say that, then you'll get another doll, and we'll open that in a second. So we're going to open another one. There we go. So we got some auto hunts there, which is good. I need that for today. I want my 280 premium blueprints. And there we go. We got some Souls of the Blacksmith. And we got another, what is it, 5 times something. It's, yeah, so 25 auto hunts, and then, oh, I got 3 premium blueprints, so that's pretty cool right there. Just something extra to do, really. Now this, use premium ship blueprints for a long time. I did not know how to actually use this. I was like, I don't understand. There's normally a little go button over here, and it tells you where to go. But after much searching, if you click on your portrait, and again, we'll get to this in a second in more detail, you click on Mace the Level, up top here, Equipment, Other Level, and Ship. You can spend blueprints on your ship. So it's only 1 blueprint, and you got a 0.5% increase, which is pretty big, because they normally do it like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. So if I do 1 blueprint on there, it's going to increase that power and increase all the stats over here. So if you have a surplus of premium blueprints, which I've never had, you can spend it on here. I did it on the Blue Siren because I wanted to just see what it was all about. But you can make your ships more powerful over there. And we'll get to these other maesters over here in a second when we get to that menu. Okay, so lastly on this menu, we've got the GIBBS. Now this is going to be the one I touched on earlier where you can purchase more if you want to, but there will be other events here, like the Alliance Battle, which will be over here, Alliance Festival, sorry. And over here, if you have enough people in your alliance at a certain level, you can actually do it. So we were able to do it a while back, and then some people left and some people are just not active anymore. So if you want to join Alliance, guys, just email me from the description and we can get you in here. I'll take away all the restrictions as well. And this is what I touched on as well at the beginning of the video, where I only ever use these drops over here on the letters of mark construction, or forging, if you will, right there. Okay, so from this point onwards, we've done all the menus around there. We're going to come up to the portrait over here, and then we're going to come down and finish it off with these down here. So, clicking on the portrait. Now, you have to purchase, well, I'm just keep it on there because they're hunting. If you purchase the equipment slots, the gear slots, if you will, then like I was explaining before, if you try and build something, it's going to ask you automatically to swap to the best piece of equipment. Now, if you're going to spend any money on this game, that is what I would do. Now, I can't show you because I've already purchased it, but if you go to the store and look for gear slots, that is something that you should do because you can build these cannons. Let's have a look over here. So if I want to build the pirates or hire them, it's going to cost me 17, 162, and 47. If we go to change it, it comes down to 15, 14, and 41. So there is a definite saving, and that's going to save you resources and potentially gold in the future, having that extra, having those gear slots. So have a look in the shop over there. Like I said, I can't show you because I've already bought it, but have a look at that. Next up on this menu, you've got the VIP. Now, if you purchase anything in the shop, they're going to give you VIP points. And the more and more of that you have, the more permanent buffs that you're going to get, voyage increase and that kind of thing. But the most important one is going to be what is going to be soon next is the increase in fleet, pretty much. So you can have, instead of having just 5 or whatever you've got now, you're going to add on an extra one over there, which is going to help a lot. Okay, so moving on. The set effects, this just gives you an overall of the equipment that you're currently wearing or the gear that you're currently wearing, and some are tailored for certain things obviously, and that's where the whole auto gear swap comes in. So you can have a look at your tier buffs over there. We touched on this earlier. You click on one piece of equipment, you can refine it, you can spend Souls of the Blacksmith on refining it, you can redistribute the points that you've already done, and you can upgrade it and remove and so on. The material, again, we've done this before. You just got to keep combining all these suckers to get the higher level of them, and you're able to build better equipment. Okay, up here we're going to have the system settings. The account details, again, I would strongly recommend just having an email that you can attach it to. You can attach it to Facebook or Apple or an email or my Google account, which is what I've linked to. You can have multiple captains as well. I've got one here for my wife. Sometimes it can be useful having 2 where you can actually protect each other and trade resources and that kind of thing. It's not something I do though. Link account, that's what's going to be over here. Log out and delete account, don't think we'll do that. Language, self-explanatory. The system, I wish they had more details on this, like turning the volume down on certain things and keeping it up on other things, but you can have a look over here. Depending on what device you're using, you can change these settings. You can also manage your alerts. That's quite detailed as well. Not get alerts when your sleepy time and stuff like that. Have a look at your alerts there. This is every now and again they'll send you a code. They started doing it more often lately, and you just have to keep a look at your inbox for that. You can block players, you can contact them. The notice as well is going to be out the game. We don't want to do that. That just gives you notices on what's coming up and stuff like that. This is the ULA agreement. The P shield log. So if your shield drops, or you think it's dropped too soon or something like that, that log will show you why. The guidebook has got absolutely everything that I've just explained pretty much on this entire video. Manual restoration, again, that's something if your account gets hacked or if it gets corrupted, if you will. And then the receipts as well for purchases. Okay, moving down over here, you can change your captain name, which is not something I'm going to do. Over here, you can change your captain picture. I haven't changed any of these since I started playing. I wish they would add some more. Over here, your experience, again, you can click on that and it's going to tell you what these are. This is your stamina, so you have to keep refilling that if you want to attack anything. And the plunder points is pretty much stamina for attacking other alliances, as well as Notorious and EITC as well. The skills down here, now, I've done something on this which, I don't know, it's either going to be good or bad in the end. It's working out fine for me, but on your skills page over here, and you can unlock more, and I haven't done this yet, so I don't know about that. But this over here, all I've ever done since I started playing the game is the territory siege. So that's when I attack EITC to farm or attack another alliance or another fortress. That's what these buffs are. The conquest is when you gather alliance members and you go take over a port city and stuff like that. So you own that city and you get buffs. But our alliance isn't strong enough, and the alliance members, well, the other alliance members, the strong ones, they won't let you go anywhere near this. So I haven't upgraded my territory defender or conquest. Defender is self-explanatory, so you equip that if you're going to get attacked or whatever. But in my opinion, when I get attacked or when I get plundered, my shield drops, they're going to destroy you regardless of what you're wearing and what your defense is. So I literally have not done a single defense or conquest the entire time. I've only ever done my territory siege, which is what I use at the moment. When I get stronger, when I have better ships, I will start upgrading this. For the time being, I haven't touched the conquest or defender, just territory siege the whole way down over here. So I'm more stronger when I attack, because when I get attacked, I'm normally asleep or I'm not near the game at all. So it doesn't really matter. On the conquest, like I said, doesn't really matter. So all the way down here to where I leveled up today. Actually, I got to level 62 and did some more on this. So you just do that. You can redistribute them as well. But that is the only side I've done is the territory siege. Then you go on to ships. And this is something I've just go down the list. I don't skip forward and do something down here, but it's the same thing. Territory siege, conquest, and defense. So I've only done territory siege all the way down the side. And then management is something that you'll do completely, all of them, all the way down, because there's no point in missing any of this. There's no benefit. So you want to do this all the way down, and I'm about there. Monster hunting firepower. I'd love to get that up max. Okay, so that is the skills. And the talents are just your overall buffs. So anything that you're wearing at the moment is going to give you stats on absolutely everything. That's self-explanatory. Now the maester level is very important. So the ship maester we touched on earlier. So what I was saying about always just have a ship being built. Even if you don't need it, have a ship being built all the time over here. I'm going against my word over here. And even if you've got full ships over here, I can show you what this is about. So if I build a quick ship, let's go for... Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Now what I'm going to do over here, it's going to get moved to the spare dock over here. So what we have to do to sell this ship, we have to go sell, and then we actually have to type in I agree, because there are a lot of people deleting their ships when they didn't actually want to delete their ships. So now they make you type it in, and then the ship is gone. So over here, we're going to go speed up. We got a new ship. Oh, we got a ship maester up as well. Perfect timing. So every time you maester up, you get a whole lot of stuff, as you can see. And now we're going to click on this, and now it's going to say there's not enough space, so move to the spare dock. Now he's going to, I was going to say float all the way around, but I guess that's right. But if you click on there and come back in, he's going to be there straight away. Now one other thing, if you click on the details on your ship, it's going to give you collection value. 1 being the lowest, 4 being the max. So if I had collection value 4, I'll get a lot more items when I sell the ship. Potentially even upgrade tickets. But I've never received one, even on level 4, so not something I'm going to be too interested in there at all. Okay, so we were over here. We were on maester level. Now, actually, wait, I need to change my equipment again, because my guys are hunting, and if that isn't equipped, then it's not going to work. It's not going to have the buffs. Okay, so the equipment master is next. Again, we touched on this, but I build one more helmet now, and I'm probably going to get my next maester level to 25 over there. And the higher the maester level is over here, then the more powerful gear you're able to craft over here, like the masterpiece level 30. That's hopefully where they're going to stop, because I'm gunning for those level 30s. And once you got those, then you know, okay, I can pour everything I like into those, knowing there's no more after that at all. But pouring items and pouring experience into these over here now, I mean, they are definitely worthwhile, because I've been using this for years pretty much, but I'm gunning for those more powerful ones. And that's the equipment master right there. Next, other maester levels. Again, Calypso's blessing we touched on earlier as well. The more you do that, the more your maester goes up. And of course the trade maester as well, coming up to level, I'm not sure if it goes to S1, S2 after that, but that's pretty much self-explanatory as well. Okay, so that is pretty much the portrait menus done. Now we're going to head down here and do these menus once I've dropped this individual. Come on, there we go, into there. Let me heal my dudes, because we want the max damage done. Because at the moment, like I was saying, I'm going for the 280 premium tickets. And these two as well. If I don't want to go for the tickets, I'll definitely hunt up to these two, because 50 letters of mark, it takes 12 hours to do 2 letters of mark on your forging over here. So getting 50 in one go is definitely worth your while. And that's something I do every Wednesday if I've got enough of the auto hunts on, or if I have enough auto hunts, period. Okay, so down we come to these menus down here. First is Alliance Progress. If you are in attack or anything like that, the Alliance Progress will be in there, and it'll tell you what's actually happening with that attack. Alliance Battle, these are just the Hall of Fame and ranks and leaderboards for the Alliance Battle, but not something that's active at the moment. Alliance Support, this is, well, resource, master buff, that kind of thing. But over here, if you say support, it's the same as clicking on the little icon that appears above the building over there. The Alliance Research, something which should be visited at least twice a day. Just going to keep doing this, and this is going to be buffs for your Alliance. Well, I thought I'd done some this morning. But yeah, it's pretty much your Alliance Research, like it says. And then you could choose between these as well. At the moment, I'm gunning for the Pirates because, like I mentioned before, on the Monster Raid and the Mermaid Island, your Pirates get damaged so much. So I want to increase my Pirate resistance right there. But you can choose other ones as well. Next, Alliance Skills. This over here is the same as clicking onto your Alliance Fortress and clicking skills. You can click on a buoy or anything as well, but these are the same ones over there, just a shortcut pretty much. What else we got here? Alliance Leader Mission. So this is only for Alliance Leaders, and I was super amped for this, having some extra things to do. And the daily missions, these things are just, you know, standard daily things like you would do on normal daily missions, but only for the Alliance Leader. These over here, again, this is how you do the challenge missions. So here I've got 5 of 7. So conquer a port city. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to speak to my individual in the powerful alliance, because there's no way we're going to be able to do that with these stronger alliances hanging around. And over here, this is where you can actually use them. I used them this morning because my guys are on auto hunt, but just some extra buffs pretty much for the alliance leader. Naughty Foxy. Next up, we got the trade info. Again, we touched on this. This is just receiving information. This kind of thing, you should come in here and receive all of these before you send your ships out to deliver trade goods, because they'll have all the updated information and prices to do that. Alliance buildings, straightforward. Just all of the alliance buildings that you've got, you can retrieve them and find them from there. Caribbean takeover is going to be the ports that you have and the ones that are coming up, and you can shortcut to any of the ports as well. Again, something I'm going to get into when I'm more powerful. Statistics is self-explanatory. All the amount of resources that you've contributed to the research and stuff like that. It's going to give you the amounts over here. And at the end, you can go total alliance funds, and I can share all the resources amongst the people that have actually given resources. And that's how you get some extra funds right there. And then Alliance and MrReign is just going to be, again, a summary of everything that's gotten done. And over here, we've got distribution received. Okay, so this is going to be what was last time. Plunder points and stuff like that. So not too interesting there, but it is still the menu nonetheless. Okay, so we're going to stick in this menu. Alliance check-in. Just click that button to check in, you know, straightforward. Alliance Festival, again, we haven't got enough powerful people to do that. But again, it's just going to be random missions every day, just like the daily missions, and you can complete that for extra rewards. Over here, the Alliance members, you come here quite often. You can maester buff people. So you actually get maester. It doesn't tell you. So if you go there, you supported 1 maester buff. It does actually increase your maester level on certain things. Probably the equipment, maybe. I'm not sure where that buff goes to be completely honest, now that I think about it. But I definitely have increased in 1 when doing that. I wait until these are like 8 and 9 each, and then I go through and do them all. But yeah, that's something that should be done every day anyway. And then Manage Alliance, you got your settings again, something we've been through already. No, we haven't been through this, sorry. They've got the flag and the acronym and the description, requirements to join the alliance. And yeah, I'm going to make that down to nothing pretty much to get more people to come and join. And language, regional settings and stuff like that. Change flag, that's going to be to change your flag there. You can search for alliances right there. And then your alliance info again is just going to be everything together. I was born and raised in South Africa, but Cape Town. Currently living in the UK at the moment. You can invite people there, and you can disband the alliance there as well. Okay, so moving out. The next icon over here is going to be the bonus monsters. So I know I've done 3 of those. You should do that every day. That's just free stuff. Activity reward, again, these are just summaries of everything else that's going on. So I've done the Tortuga Brawl, I've done the Lions Check-In, and so on and so forth. The work over here, if you've got a buoy or a fortress that is being built, then you can move over here and you can use this to shortcut to help that out, to add your resources. Battle is going to be things that are actually ongoing between other members, or PvP pretty much. Okay, so next one is going to be the inventory. So let's go through those quick stickles here. Let's see what we get in the doll first, shall we? Let me guess, another doll. Haha. Let's see what we get out of these, just for the hell of it. Give me something useful. 100,000 wood. Oh, it's better than no 1,000 wood. Okay, so going over here, what do we have here? Precision treasure chest. That's going to be for the treasure cave. Let's just have a look over here. These coins are all related to certain events when they come around. You've got your 8-hour peace shield, 7-day peace shield, 12-hour. You've got your move your territory to a random location. This is vital. Trust me, it's vital. If you're busy attacking an EITC or doing some farming for the day and you get attacked, the only way you can get away is by using that. If your ships are out, you can't add your shield when they're attacking. So every time I go for a plunder, let's just say, let's just show you what I do. So if I want to go to the C map, which is there ready, and let's say hypothetically I want to go and attack this EITC, before I even come and plonk down here, I'll go over here and use all of these and make sure that this guy is sitting up here somewhere in the main page, and I click on this and I make sure I know where it is, just to be safe. I haven't been attacked in a long time since they've changed the rules pretty much, but I always make sure I'm able to click onto that and use it, and your whole territory will teleport to a random location, eliminating the attack option there. Okay, so you got your invite tacticians over there. This is going to be the dice game. Let's see what else we got here. Tortuga Brawl entry pass. That's to have a free go if you want to. Over here, your tier up tickets, and this is your trade information. I really wish you could sell some old stuff, like these tickets are never ever going to get used. I really wish you could sell that kind of stuff. But going down here, all these things are self-explanatory. Again, the auto hunts is what we want to use. So I'm still sitting above 3,000, so I'll definitely be getting my 280 premium tickets. These are your letters of marque. The special class letter of marque allows you to attack S1 and up, and you'll get a lot of bloody coins doing that. You'll get loads and loads of bloody coins doing the S levels, which is why I normally do combine this, and I leave myself with about, with a couple pretty much. So I've got 18, so if I want to do a daily mission or something like that to attack some EITC, I always leave myself some of those, but I only use these for plunder mainly. Second class privateer's license. Now, this allows you to attack from 11 to 20. Now, normally you just go whoop and do it all, but not since they got the world expeditions. So I always like to keep myself, let's see how much we got, 18. We don't need 18. So 6 is fine. So this allows you to do the world expeditions over here. Like these suckers over here, now that I touch on it, there isn't any merchant ships. There will be merchant ships here, and that's the only reason why I keep those lesser tickets. Moving down a bit more, let's see what we've got here. So again, it's going to be the tickets there, and you've got the Essence of the Sea. This allows you to upgrade your ships. This allows you to upgrade your equipment. This is going to be over here. I touched on this earlier, where you're able to go to equipment search to look for the equipment that you get. And then what I was explaining when I went to the dock was, sorry, not the dock, the dock, manage equipment, and over here you can actually choose to upgrade. That's sailing, that's why. But you can choose to upgrade the equipment, and that's what you use those hammers for. So again, something I will get into at some point when I have enough hammers. How many hammers do I have? I think I've got quite a few. Maybe I should have a look at that now. 322. Let's just see what we can do with 322. Let's use the Flying Dutchman. I don't really want to use the Flying Dutchman. Let me get my ship back here and let's have a look. Okay, so the ships are back. And he's got some snoozers. So again, here you see there's 3. All you do is wait until you see the first 2. So here you don't know which one you should click yet. You have to see a third one when it says 3. But when it says 2, just click on any one really. Okay, let's have a look at the ship now. So he's level 50, which is massive. He's my beast. Now, he's not called Boom because he's powerful. I name my ships after all the side trance parties I've been to around the world. Freedom Festival, Boom Festival, Azora, Ash, that's my wife's name. And yeah, that's how I name my ships. But let's have a look at the equipment here now. So if we go, no, we don't want to go here. We want to go to the dock. And we're going to have a look at, there he is there. What a beautiful ship. So here we've got, let's have a look at how much it costs. So 190, if I want to do max 380, yeah, it's going to be the same as Souls of the Blacksmith. So even if I had 380 hammers, the chance is only 32% for it to go to tier 4. Which is, you know, I don't know. Again, is it worth doing this one up a little bit because he's rare? Let's have a look at what he is. 140, 32%, let's do it. Oh! Let's do it one more time. Okay, so I just wasted those hammers completely. Nothing came of that. But again, they want you to purchase, you know. You can come over here, you can look for the search, but they're going to want you to purchase keys, and you can find keys like there, but that's probably months of saving up, even though I wasn't really saving up. So that was wasted, but you know, that's the chances you take. Moving on over here, your bloody coins, all self-explanatory. Now, the salvage kits were for sunken ships, but I don't think you can sink ships anymore on attacking enemies, so not sure about that. These are just your food resources over here. I've got a buttload of royal silver. Now, you can exchange this back to normal silver, but just a 34% fee, which is monstrous. All the speed ups, as you can see, I've got 96,000 5 minutes. Hey Google, what is 96,000 times 5?
96,000 by 5 is 480,000.
So I've got 480,000 minutes. Hey Google, what's 480,000 minutes divided by 24?
The answer is approximately 13.88.
So 13 days pretty much of speed ups I've got there, which is massive. Again, all just speed ups, speed ups, speed ups. Okay, equipment, we've gone through this already. This is where, again, you can also click to refine, and this is where you want to sell stuff, this kind of thing. Might as well, actually, no, I'm not going to sell that. I'll wait until the next Caribbean pass to do that. And the materials, again, we've touched on already. Just always combine these to get the higher level of that specific equipment. Okay, next up is going to be the inbox. Woohoo! I got a reward. Let's grab that. And then you're going to have battle rewards, messages, notices. Again, this is where your stuff's going to be. And lastly, you're going to have the cup. And this is going to be the check the ranks. So the captain ranks. Power level 173. Again, just stats of everything that you're doing and done. Ah, there we go. I did not know that existed. So how did I get there? Click on the cup. Click on this. Now, the glitch I thought I had the other day was not because the Caribbean pass wasn't activating or registering when I was attacking the boss. Apparently, there's two. They messaged me this morning saying there's a server world boss and a world boss. So I have no idea what it is. I mean, my alliance rank, I mean, I'm not sure if this is the same one that I did. I'm going to have to look into this, to be completely honest, because I'm not entirely certain. I don't know that thing even existed. But those are just the rewards you're going to get. But now it does tell you in advance. And a little icon will appear up over here next to this one when it starts getting close. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is end off with a bit of footage of some mermaid attacks as well as some world boss attacks, just for the hell of it. And you can have a look at that if that interests you at all. So yes, guys, that's going to bring us to the end. I'm going to leave you with some footage of some mermaid attacks and some world boss attacks. Or might be a server world boss now, I'm not actually sure. But if you want to join the Discord group, it's much easier to share pictures on Discord than anywhere else. And if you want to join the Alliance as well, you can email me from the description. Pretty please smash that like button for me, guys. It really helps the channel. And subscribe if you want some more content on this game. Also, let me know in the comments if you want more content on this game, because I would really like to do more videos on this, because no one really is doing videos on this. And there's hundreds of thousands of players on this awesome game. So guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I want to catch you on the next one.